Hello and welcome. And this video we're going to go over the system we use to help real estate agents book appointments daily. My name is Ricardo here with Commission Qualified, and so thank you for taking the time. So right here, as you can see on this calendar, these red appointments right here are actually from April of 2020 for an agent we worked with, and we're out here in Los Angeles, and the agent as well. So these are appointments to talk to the agent for buyer consultations, and so the red ones are marked right there. So right here there was 6 on a Wednesday, and then although their red ones are also appointments. So that we're just going to go ahead and look at the system we use, and we did this using under $500 in ad spend. So I want to go ahead and share the system with you and show you how we did it. Get this. Okay. Next slide. All right, let's dive in. So I want to share the system with you that, of course, we're using paid ads that actually work. And my name's Ricardo. That's me right there. Let's keep going. These are some of the agents we've worked with. This is we have Dario right here, Rudy, and in this case we're going to be doing a case study on Alan right here. So let's move forward. So here was the challenge. Alan's he's been doing real estate for over 10 years, and he has clients. He has sellers. He has buyers. He knows how to do his listing presentations and get people to list with him. His challenge was actually, he spends a lot of time doing door knocking, doing the FSBO calls, sending out mailers, doing thank you cards, and he really wanted to work on his phone skills with talking to prospects on the phone, with buyers and sellers on the phone, and he wanted to be able to book appointments without having to be doing all the calls himself. He doesn't have an assistant. He's busy taking care of his existing business, but still at the same time wants to be building up his pipeline in a systematized way. That's kind of what he was looking for. So that's where we came up with the solution for him. So let me introduce you to the solution that we're using to help agents overcome these time issues, trying to get systematized, things like that. But before I get into that, I'll just spend this one quick slide right here, how I got into this. I actually used to sell on Amazon, selling candy, and what I realized was Amazon didn't want us to have control of our own customer list. I mean, I was selling just candy. It makes a little bit of profit, but Amazon really was the brand that the reason people came there, the convenience and all that. And then I decided I wanted to figure out how to use the things I had learned to sell on Amazon, use them to build my own customer list and have control over my customer list to be able to get my own customers and generate new business. So I come from an internet background. That's where I started, and I'm still here. So that's how we're here. Let me move to the next slide. Next slide. All right, the name of our system is called the Rapid Producer Pipeline System. Let's go ahead and take a look. This is basically an overview of it. We'll go through it step by step right now. So just to give the high level view of it here. We start with traffic, some sort of paid ad, making some kind of offer, and then we get people like a thank you page. Then what we do is we ask a few questions to start qualifying, when people related to whatever we're doing, what their time frame to move is, if they're working with an agent already, with an agent or a lender. We'll ask questions like that depending on the specific scenario, on what the requirements for the agent are. And then from there we qualify the people on the phone. So we're scrubbing the leads, making sure the phone numbers are valid, so that the agent doesn't have to waste their time doing that. And then then we have a calendar system where we're booking appointments and doing live transfers. And then in order to ensure appointment show up rate, we're sending out some email reminders and those confirmations to get people excited to talk to you. So next step is we have a few different ads that work, and we do things like a homes list, a foreclosure homes list, different things like that. We're making an offer to get people excited about buying a house. You know, that they're at this point they're just looking for information. So what we do is we run an ad with we specifically like using the Facebook lead forms because it makes it very easy to capture name, email, and accurate phone number. We like the lead form because the phone numbers tend to be more accurate there, and also the ad spend runs a little bit lower using the lead forms. So that's one reason we use that. But depending on what the specialty of the agent is, we go ahead and look at the offer we're gonna make for the specific ad. And then every market's different, so we'll use different images. But this is kind of like what we did for this agent. And then the goal is always to get on the phone because the phone really is where relationships are built, where transactions start moving along. And so we start since we capture the phone number, we start sending out messages asking the person for an appointment, like, hey, when are you busy? So this is just kind of a example just to see this is what the text will kind of look like, messaging there. So, and then here what we also do is we let the computers do the work. So we have a system that goes ahead and it's an automated CRM type of deal that sending out the text messages and emails, follows some scripts and just does it by itself for people to engage. So these go out, and then let the computers do the work. So this is kind of the sequence. Our email sequence actually goes out 180 days, basically 6 months. So people that might not be ready to go now are going to be getting nurtured in a systematic way, and they're going to be in the database there. So when they're ready, they're seeing your name, you're top of mind because they keep seeing your name on the emails. They're probably even opening and reading some of them. So it's just keeping you top of mind. Let the system do it. And then we have our qualification system where our human powered team is making phone calls in order to get the appointments and live transfers. So some of the questions we ask are time frame, motivation, area, what type of home, working with an agent, working with the lender. So we go ahead and capture this information. And when the person's ready to go ahead and talk, we get them on a live transfer with you or somebody on your team, or we could also just schedule them onto your calendar. Both ways works, and this is really how we focus on getting these calendar appointments with the pre-qualified people here, the buyers and sellers. And so we keep track of in our system, we keep track of our contact rate. So this is actually for this specific campaign for Alan in April. Our contact rate with the leads at this specific time was 44.3% contact rate, where they actually picked up the phone and we got to talk to them. And the qualification rate is in there looking to buy or sell was 28.7%, and appointment rate 22.2%. And these are the numbers we keep track of for you, and you'll be able to see them in the system. That's what we did for Alan here. He has access to our system right here, and these are some of the numbers we keep track of right there. And then also to help out agents, we do understand that people that come in from the internet are a little different to work with. So we help our agent with Alan. We gave him some scripts in order to use to talk to the people when they were ready to do their appointment and live transfer. So he's ready to go with proven scripts that have been used by phone follow-up teams that do 30,000 calls a day. So these are pretty tried and tested scripts, and actually we do one-on-one training and support with the agents. We have a training center, and then support one-on-one on how to go ahead and keep track of numbers and all that kind of stuff to make sure that we're getting the most out of the system here. So the result really comes out in this case with under $500. I believe on his account we did something around $350, I believe. So really this is pretty typical. Is 14 to 20 appointments with about $500 in ad spend. It'll vary across markets, but here in Los Angeles, this is what we got. This is what we get. And so this is the result. This is what happens. This is the actual pipeline right here of people coming in. So we keep track of all this. So people coming in through the ad, and then people that start engaging, and then appointments that get booked, people that you actually talk to over the phone where you made contact, they get on the live transfer, on the booked appointment, they go over here. And some people end up disappearing, but you could put them in different buckets. So this is part of what we provide support on, is how to manage this these buckets of people. When our whole goal is to get them to talk to you, and then from there get them working. And let's go look at this now. So here I was texting Alan, like, hey, he was excited because I said, yeah, last week we got one in escrow and one pre-approval. And I just kind of replied, market's hot. And then I asked them, hey, do you know like where they came from? And he goes, email follow-ups. So really that's part of why we're going at it from many different angles. We have our phone team making phone calls. We have our emails going out. We have our texts. So it really is have to be very organized in order to not let anything slip through the cracks. So remember before, what he was doing was door knocking, FSBOs and all that, and now he had people actually coming to him and converting them into these pre-approvals and the pre-approvals, open escrows, and I know he's already closed them already from the time of this text. And so this is kind of the whole system. But this, if this is kind of something that you're interested in, this is what happens. We put people in the pipeline, we get them qualified, and then we help you get them converted into buyer agency agreements, seller listing agreements. And so if you're looking to implement this, at the bottom of the screen under the video there should be a button. You could go ahead and click there, and we could schedule a deep dive strategy call, and we could take a look at what you're currently doing and see if there's any sort of things we could help you with. Just we could go over some strategy, show you some of the stuff we do. No pressure, no anything, just go ahead. We could talk. I love talking to agents. I'm actually getting my license also right now, so we're so go ahead, schedule a call below, and I look forward to talking to you. And go ahead and finish.